The Blue Bull Demon. The mount that boldly ventures across the world. The 39th, 40th, and 41st trials of the 81 calamities. Protagonist, the Blue Bull Demon. Weapon, steel spear, Vajra bracelets. Characteristics, exceptional fighter, battled Sun Wukong for 30 hours, can transform into 3 heads and 6 arms. Vengeful and cannibalistic. Weaknesses, reckless and impulsive. On Jindu Mountain, there was a cave called Jindu Cave, home to the Blue Bull Demon. It looked like both a blue bull and a rhinoceros, but in human form it was hideously ugly with dark, wrinkled skin and a large yellow tooth that could stun animals from 10 meters away. It had a hole in its nose through which its tongue could pass. The Blue Bull Demon was not only ugly, but also had a fiery temper and was always fighting. With his exceptional skills and magical artifacts, he was invincible locally, able to beat and eat anyone he wanted. Even the keeper and its people were forced to bow to him. He was truly a living hell. One day, Tang Seng and his disciples arrived at Jindu Mountain. After a long journey, Tang Seng was starving and about to fall from his horse. "Wukong, I'm so hungry. Go find some food," Tang Seng said to Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong agreed, "No problem. I'll be back soon." He then took out his Jin Gu Bang and drew a golden circle on the ground. "For your safety, stay inside the circle," he instructed before flying off on his cloud. At that moment, hidden eyes watched Tang Seng. The Blue Bull Demon licked his lips, saying, "Tang Seng's meat grants eternal youth and immortality. I'm going to try it today." With that he blew, sending a biting cold wind through the mountain, causing Tang Seng and his disciples to shiver. The wind blew for a minute, then 5 minutes, then 10 minutes. Zhu Baji grew angry. That monkey must be playing around. Let's find something to eat ourselves. Tang Seng folded his hands and shook his head. What if we leave the circle and get eaten by the monster? What if Wukong comes back and can't find us? What if we wander too far and get lost? What if we end up separated? Tang Seng worried aloud. Zhu Baji groaned and covered his ears. "Master, you're so nagging." The Blue Bull Demon, frustrated by Tang Seng's nagging, stomped his foot. "I'll try something else," he muttered. He opened his mouth, and a dark cloud emerged, covering Jindu Mountain. "Master, look!" Zhu Baji suddenly shouted. "There's a big mansion in the valley." Tang Seng looked, and saw a house faintly visible under the dark cloud. Zhu Baji suggested, "It looks like a wealthy household. There must be hot food inside." Tang Seng nodded. "Finally, a meal." The 3 of them left the golden circle, and walked toward the mansion under the dark cloud. At the mansion's entrance, Zhu Baji puffed out his chest, saying, "I'll go in and check. If there's food, I'll call you in." Indeed, Zhu Baji was planning to eat first if he found anything. He entered the mansion, but there was no one inside, and no food either, just 3 embroidered vests in one room. Disappointed, Zhu Baji walked out, pouting. "There's no food, just these vests. Let's wear them to keep warm, master." "Baji, that's stealing," Tang Seng scolded, shaking his head. "Put them back. I'd rather freeze than wear stolen clothes." Ignoring Tang Seng, Zhu Baji said, "Brother Shah, let's wear them. We're the ones who'll suffer if we catch a cold." Wear them, the Blue Bull Demon whispered to himself. "There's a surprise in store." As soon as Zhu Baji and Sha Monk put on the vests, they tightened around them, digging into Zhu Baji's flesh. Zhu Baji winced in pain and fell to the ground, while Sha Monk was crushed so tightly he rolled around in agony. "Ha, I've got you now." The Blue Bull Demon suddenly leapt out, mooing with joy. "Minions, today we feast." Dozens of little demons sprang out from all directions, grabbed Tang Seng and his 3 disciples, and carried them into the Jindu Cave. This marked the 39th calamity on Tang Seng's journey to the west, captured at Jindu Mountain. Meanwhile, Sun Wukong had finally found food and returned to the Golden Circle, only to discover that his master and fellow disciples were gone. Panicked, Sun Wukong scratched his head in frustration. Suddenly, an old man appeared from a distance. Sun Wukong quickly asked him about his master's whereabouts. The old man replied, "Oh no, your master and disciples must have been captured by the Blue Bull Demon of Jindu Mountain." Furious, Sun Wukong dashed to the Jindu cave and pounded on the stone door. He shouted, "Monster, release my master." The Blue Bull Demon emerged, wielding a 12-foot-long steel spear, and engaged Sun Wukong in battle. Their weapons clashed, sending sparks flying as they fought both in the sky and on the ground. The Blue Bull Demon then called out, "Minions, attack him together." The little demons surged toward Sun Wukong like a tidal wave. Undeterred, Sun Wukong tossed his staff into the air, where it multiplied into thousands of golden rods, sending the demons fleeing in panic. "Now's my chance," the Blue Bull Demon thought as he pulled out a Vajra ring and hurled it at Sun Wukong's staff. With a swoosh, the Jingu Bang was captured by the Vajra ring. Even with reinforcements, they couldn't beat the Blue Bull Demon. Sun Wukong, after losing his Jingu Bang and with his strength greatly diminished, fled on his somersault cloud. He soon arrived at the heavenly court shouting, "Old Jade Emperor, I need your help." Sun Wukong explained that his master had been captured and added, "Such a powerful demon must have escaped from heaven. You need to investigate this for me." The Jade Emperor checked the register of celestial beings and found no one missing from heaven. He then sent Li Jing, the pagoda-bearing heavenly king, and his son Neza, along with some heavenly soldiers to assist Sun Wukong in capturing the Blue Bull Demon at Jindu Mountain. The sound of the door being pounded woke the Blue Bull Demon again. Still groggy and irritable, he stormed out, wielding his steel spear, only to face the handsome Neza. Neza shouted, "How dare you, ugly beast, steal my monkey brother's treasure? I'll take you down today." "You dare call me ugly?" The Blue Bull Demon's anger flared, and he lunged at Neza with his spear. Neza dodged, and they clashed on the mountaintop, their battle fierce and loud. "Watch me finish this fight." Neza unleashed his 3 heads and 6 arms, attacking the Blue Bull Demon with all his might. "You're not the only one with tricks." The Blue Bull Demon also transformed, sprouting 3 heads and 6 arms, matching Neza blow for blow. Neza, frustrated, exclaimed, "You've copied my move. Now taste my ultimate attack." He pulled out all his weapons, demon-slaying swords, binding ropes, magical staffs, and even a decorative ball, and hurled them at the Blue Bull Demon. The Blue Bull Demon laughed gleefully, "More treasures for me." He threw his golden ring, and with a whoosh, all Neza's weapons were snatched away. "You big bully!" Neza cried, fleeing back to his father. Seeing his son defeated, Li Jing's anger made his mustache bristle. He flung his cloak aside and engaged the Blue Bull Demon in battle. "Take this!" Li Jing shouted, and as he clenched his fists, a sandstorm whipped up. The Blue Bull Demon grinned, "I can do what your son can, and also I can do what you can." He spread his hands, summoning a tornado. The sandstorm collided with the tornado and dissipated. "Behold my treasure." Li Jing was about to unleash his own magical weapon when the Blue Bull Demon brandished his golden ring, scaring Li Jing into retreating on his cloud. Sun Wukong, Neza, and Li Jing returned to heaven dejected. On their way to see the Jade Emperor, they encountered the Fire God. Li Jing had an idea. "Of course we can use fire. Fire and water are the most powerful elements. With them, we can surely defeat the Blue Bull Demon." They then summoned both the Water God and Fire God, and headed back to Jindu Mountain. More reinforcements? The Blue Bull Demon sneered at Sun Wukong. "Bring it on. After the fight, I'm going back to feast on Tang Sanzang." The Fire God waved his fire flag, and enormous fireballs rained down from the sky, setting the little demons ablaze. Screaming in pain, they fled into the cave. The Blue Bull Demon remained unfazed, saying, "Is that all you've got?" With a flick of his sleeve, his golden ring flew out again. The Fire God lost control of his flag, and it flew straight into the Blue Bull Demon's hands. He then used the flag to unleash a wave of flames toward Sun Wukong and his companions. "Watch this," said the Water God, stepping forward with a white jade basin. He tilted it, and a mighty river surged forth, dousing the fire instantly. The Blue Bull Demon hurried back to his cave. "Let's see where you run now," said the Water God as he turned the basin upside down, releasing a massive tsunami toward the cave. Suddenly, a white light shot out from the cave entrance, reflecting the wave back, leaving the cave unscathed. Proudly, the blue bull demon waved his golden ring again, and with a toss, he shattered the water god's jade basin. With that, all their magical weapons were taken by the blue bull demon. Laughing, the blue bull demon declared, "A total victory. Time to celebrate." Despite the efforts of so many celestial beings, they were unable to defeat the blue bull demon. This was the 40th hardship in Tang Sanzang's journey to the west, known as the Universal Divine Failure. The gods, frustrated by the loss of their magical weapons, gathered around Sun Wukong and asked, "Great sage, what should we do now?" Sun Wukong stroked his chin, his eyes twinkling with mischief. "I'll sneak in and steal back all your treasures." Transforming into a fly, Sun Wukong buzzed his way into Jindu Cave. The demons were celebrating their victory, stumbling around drunkenly. Sun Wukong quickly found his Jingu Bang and the other gods' weapons. Just as he was about to leave, a thought struck him: why not steal the blue bull demon's golden ring too? He saw the demon king fast asleep on his stone bed, with the golden ring on his arm. Sun Wukong tried to remove it, but it wouldn't budge. Turning into a flea, he bit the demon king's arm a few times, but the blue bull demon only tightened his grip on the ring. Reluctantly, Sun Wukong gave up. When the blue bull demon woke up and discovered his weapons were gone, he was furious and stormed out, ready to confront Sun Wukong. To his surprise, all the gods were waiting for him outside. "Attack!" Sun Wukong shouted, leading the charge with the gods waving their magic weapons. "Didn't you learn anything?" The blue bull demon yawned and threw out his golden ring again. In the blink of an eye, Sun Wukong, Neza, Li Jing, and the fire god lost their treasures once more. The Supreme Lord Lao is impressive. Sun Wukong was really angry this time. He rushed to the Buddha and said, "I'm done with this journey for the scriptures." The Buddha quickly asked what had happened. After learning the reason, the Buddha chuckled and said, "I have a way to help you." He then sent the Arhats Shanglong and Fuhu with 18 golden elixir grains to accompany Sun Wukong back to Jindu Mountain. "This is really getting on my nerves. Haven't you lost enough?" The blue bull demon lazily walked out of the cave. "If you have any tricks left, go ahead and use them." The two Arhats threw down the golden elixir grains, and suddenly, a sandstorm filled the sky, burying the blue bull demon up to his waist. As the sand reached his chest, he panicked and threw out his golden hoop once more. Unexpectedly, even the Buddha's 18 golden grains were snatched away. Sun Wukong couldn't believe it. Even the Buddha's treasures were powerless against the blue bull demon. He looked back and saw the two Arhats still smiling. Sun Wukong was frustrated. "I'm nearly dying of worry, and you two are still smiling?" Arhat Shanglong said, "The Buddha already foresaw this outcome. Before we came, he told us how to subdue the blue bull demon." "What method?" Sun Wukong eagerly asked, leaning in closer. Arhat Shanglong whispered mysteriously, "The answer lies in the Supreme Lord Lao's Tasita Palace." Tasita Palace, Jindu Mountain, those names sound kind of similar, Sun Wukong thought. "I get it. This blue bull demon must belong to the Supreme Lord Lao." Sun Wukong jumped on his somersault cloud, and in no time arrived at the gates of the Tasita Palace. Barging in, he found the Supreme Lord Lao. Sun Wukong yelled, "You old white-bearded man, how dare you let your servant steal my Jingu Bang and eat my master?" The Supreme Lord Lao was completely confused. Ignoring him, Sun Wukong began searching the Tasita Palace, pacing around and checking every corner. Suddenly, he spotted a sleeping servant boy next to the cattle pen. Sun Wukong shouted, "Supreme Lord Lao, your blue bull has run away." The Supreme Lord Lao hurried over and exclaimed, "Oh no, this is bad." Sun Wukong crossed his arms and smirked, "Not only did it run away, but it also stole your golden hoop." The Supreme Lord Lao went back inside to check, and sure enough, his golden hoop was missing. The Supreme Lord Lao quickly apologized to Sun Wukong, and then headed to Jindu Mountain with his banana leaf fan. Bang bang bang. Sun Wukong was knocking on the door again. The blue bull demon, too tired to fight with Sun Wukong anymore, stepped out and immediately threw the golden hoop. The Supreme Lord Lao waved the banana leaf fan, and the golden hoop flew straight into his hand. The Supreme Lord Lao said, "Naughty bull, it's time to go home with me." "Help, it's the Supreme Lord Lao." The Blue Bull Demon panicked and tried to run. The Supreme Lord Lao waved the banana leaf fan again, and the Blue Bull Demon's legs gave out, causing him to collapse and transform back into a blue bull. This Blue Bull Demon was so powerful that even after Sun Wukong tried everything, he couldn't defeat him. Finally, after inquiring about the demon's origins from the Buddha, he invited the Supreme Lord Lao, who managed to subdue the demon. Thus, the 41st hardship on the journey to the West became known as inquiring the Buddha for the origin.